Duval. Duval.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Fourth and Forever, our second show this week. Very excited to get into it again with Cameron and Mason talking NFL playoffs. I want to address the elephant in the room. If you did watch the show, and you noticed that something was a little off with our playoff matchups, that's because we had the wrong bracket in front of us. So we were talking about non-existent matchups. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how I pulled the wrong bracket. I don't know how it turned out that way. So we ended up talking for 30 minutes about the completely wrong bracket. So I'm very sorry if you listened and you were wondering, why isn't Buffalo playing New England this weekend? Well, it's because they're not, and we were wrong. But it's okay.
We did. I would like to clarify. We did get next year's script. So
did, to make up for it.
it was just next year's script.
Yeah,
sorry,
no worries.
But those will be the matchups next year.
Tigers
guaranteed.
Fans, you're in for a great next year. I'm in.
Bet the house on Carolina again.
Yeah.
You know,
Tom Brady's actually coming back to play for Tennessee, so just be ready for that.
And speaking of Tennessee, Mason, good segue there. We have some more job openings as of Black Monday came, and this week. John Harbaugh, Kevin Stefanski, Pete Carroll, Jonathan Gannon, Raheem Morris were all let go this week, joining Brian Callahan and Brian Dable in the Fired Coaches Club. Mike McDaniels and Todd Bowles keep their job for one more season. The two that I was most shocked about, the two out of all these people here that I thought should have been fired the most.
Yeah.
But that being said about Mike McDaniels, I do not like Todd Bowles. I do not think he's a good coach. I would want Mike McDaniels on my staff. So
who wouldn't? If he's your OC, you're elevated automatically.
Exactly.
He's proven that he can run an offense. He just can't run a team.
And maybe if you give him a year without Tua, maybe you kind of see what happens. Because I don't think that was necessarily his fault. That being said, Tua was a fine quarterback, but he's not going to get you over the hump.
No, his brain is it's scrambled eggs at this point. So.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what happens with him, anyways. But
and the NFL is not to blame for that.
Of course not.
CTE does not exist.
No, we don't acknowledge concussions.
I still think
CTE.
one of the craziest scenes in football history is when he was visibly concussed. I mean, you could have seen this from if the video was 140p and you were watching on a screen this far away, you could have seen that there was something wrong with him and that you should have pulled him from that game. But they had him play like another. It was like 4 or 5 snaps before they pulled him out.
Yeah, it was.
I don't even think they pulled him out. If I remember correctly, I think he stayed in the game.
That's even crazy. I thought he got pulled out
just like wobbling around. I don't remember, but I do remember it being like not hilarious that he got hurt, but it was just very funny how it all happened. Just
very sad,
series
very
of events.
funny.
Yeah. But in my opinion, John Harbaugh, the shocking fire here. He's been with the Ravens for 18 seasons now, a career record of 180 and 113. And then that time was 13 and 11 in the playoffs, and that's pretty good for a playoff record. Something interesting that I kind of noticed as I was looking through these is that only 3 of those wins were with Lamar. So it kind of begs the question of, Baltimore was kind of weighing their decisions here. As it's come out, Harbaugh and Lamar haven't had a good relationship, I guess, for a while. And they kind of had a choice to make. Do you stick with your franchise quarterback or do you stick with your longtime coach who's gotten you there? So I want to hear from you guys. Obviously, the Ravens made their decision, but what do you think? What do you think was the right choice there? Do you separate from Harbaugh or do you stick with Lamar?
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, seeing that he has not won a Super Bowl with the Ravens, it's kind of what I view the Steelers and Mike Tomlin as. Yes, he's a great coach. Yes, I think he has carried that team further than any other coach probably could have. But at some point, you have to come to terms with yourself. He's coached this much. We've made it to the playoffs this many times. We have not gone that extra step. Yes, playoff wins are important. Yes, getting there. But eventually, if you had enough number 1 overall picks, if you've got all this, eventually you're going to win. So
Only
for him to...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mason.
So for him to win that many playoff games or get to the playoffs that many times but never go all the way, I can see a world where you're okay with that. But at the same time, when you have a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, yes, he's a multiple-time MVP, but when he gets to the playoffs, he's not really himself. So I don't think you can put all the blame on Jim Harbaugh. After that loss, though, against the Steelers, to make it to the playoffs, I could
Which,
kind
by
of
the
see.
way, wasn't
That's
like you know what I'm saying? Like it came down to the kicker at the end, and he missed a chip shot.
Biffed,
You know, I wonder what we'd be talking about today had he made that kick. You know.
Well, we would have probably been talking about Mike Tomlin getting fired because
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it
we'd
was
just be
probably
talking
one of
about
the two. And Mike Tomlin, I don't think he's safe this year, honestly. Unless they win a Super Bowl, I don't think he has his job at the end of the season.
I'll just go ahead and get to that now, since you brought it up. These rumors have kind of been swirling this week, and it's kind of been crazy. So not only have the Steelers, kind of not hinted, I would say, but there's been rumors that if they lose round one, that they will separate with Tomlin. Also, the Packers with Matt LaFleur, that one shocked me.
That is crazy.
And I think that maybe comes on the heels of maybe having someone like Harbaugh and Kevin Stefanski on the job market now, where if
a lot of teams are probably more likely to give up on
and Stefanski's what I need people to understand is Kevin Stefanski's a really good coach. If you bring the Browns to the playoffs and win a playoff game, that's in my eyes 10 Super Bowls.
Yeah, with Joe Flacco. I mean,
yeah, that's right, with Joe Flacco.
Well, I guess they lost that game, but still, they were in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think the win was with Baker Mayfield,
Yeah.
but still, but the point's still being said, Mason. You nailed it. With Joe Flacco, they still made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Or a few years ago. I'm not sure when that was.
Did he win? He didn't win Coach of the Year, or no? He did over D'Amico that year.
Let me see, Kevin.
I think he won Coach of the Year because it was. I know D'Amico should have won that year. Obviously, that's a little bit biased.
Winner, 2020 and 2023.
Yeah, so it was that season.
Yep.
Yeah, that's. I think the one person right now that can get any job they want in the NFL is Jim Harbaugh, and I think
I'm going to correct
literally
you.
teams.
John. Yeah.
Oh,
Jim is the brother. My bad. Yeah,
I just. Damn. Whoa! Wait a minute.
Jim is the Michigan.
Can't believe
so
this.
he's still never won a Super Bowl.
Shut up. College football national championship, suck my ass.
Yeah. I think John Harbaugh gets a job anywhere that he wants. I mean, I genuinely. People will probably, if they haven't.
only cheated a lot.
15-0. That's team 144.
I think that he can get a job where I think people would be willing to fire their current head coach in order to get
for John Harbaugh. Yeah,
because I mean he's proven that he can make it to the playoffs. He can build a good team.
He's just a good coach, man. You want a Harbaugh in the building anytime you got the opportunity.
He is a Super Bowl champ coach.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl in 2013 with the Ravens. They beat the 49ers.
Okay, well.
Yeah, that was that game where they remember they went blackout after halftime.
Oh, yeah.
For a while.
That was awesome.
Okay,
And the
well,
Niners were
yeah.
up that game too, and I'm not going to get into that, but it was a long 12 years ago now. 13 now, so
that's 14.
2013.
Oh, okay. I think
Was it 2012 or 13? I'm not really sure. I remember being in high school.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Couldn't tell you.
It's Super Bowl XLVII.
Oh, that helps
Yeah,
us.
of course, that one.
Yeah,
That one.
okay, that's awesome.
XMVVII.
That was 2013 season. Okay.
So now with all these openings, and as we were talking about, Harbaugh is going to be able to pick wherever he wants to go.
Yeah.
But right now, as the openings stand, we have 7. We have Baltimore, Cleveland, Vegas, Arizona, Atlanta, Tennessee, and the New York Giants now all have an opening right now. I, gentlemen, wanted to rank the openings, and I'll kind of give you my little synopsis of each, and then I'll let you guys kind of take the reins. Tell me where you would rather.
I know what your number one is. I already know what your number one is before you even say it.
Yeah, you're on the notes.
Before you start ranking
Wait.
them, I do have a question for both of you. I've seen rumors, and I think they're very, very funny, because somehow I've ingratiated myself in Browns Twitter, which is not a thing I ever.
Browns Twitter?
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
Dude, it's awesome. I don't follow the Browns in any capacity.
You might as well just be on politics Twitter. At that point, man.
The feed is all just like
Probably more
Shadur
entertaining.
Sanders propaganda. Do you guys think Deion comes into Cleveland as the coach? You think they
wait.
reunite father and son?
That would be
Because I've
fun.
seen no NFL insider has given credibility to this, but all of the Shadur Sanders propagandists have been like, well, Dion comes in, you're going to the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah,
all right, I don't,
That's so great.
I don't think
I
that's
need to get on Brown's Twitter. That's so funny, man.
Yeah,
Talk about
I'll start
religion.
sending them to
Those
you guys. So
people,
you guys can-
those people are like the most Cope. That's like the most Cope fan base of all time.
Have
Yeah,
you,
he's not that bad.
Have you
Whoa.
seen the Shadur Sanders like propagandist tweets? We don't have to get into them, but like there are
No,
tweets
I
there.
have seen them. I
Yeah,
see
there
them
are
on Reddit
tweets there
sometimes.
comparing it to like chattel slavery, and like I'm not
Being
I'm
dead
not
serious.
joking.
Yeah, being dead serious.
And I was like, oh, cool. I need to not interact with these people.
It's stuff like that makes me like question why I'm on the internet at all.
It
Like,
100%.
if it wasn't for this show, I think I would probably just get off. I really
Yeah.
do.
If it wasn't
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sports, I wouldn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I hope every time I scroll, the Texans sign fucking whoever. I mean, that's all I look forward to is
Yeah.
seeing who gets fired and who gets
Yeah,
hired.
sorry. Go. Please introduce your rankings. I
No,
just
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to-
So
Wait,
I-
hold on. The docs is your rankings for John Harbaugh?
Yeah. So I said just the
Oh,
job.
any
openings.
job. Okay.
Yeah, just the job. not for.
Okay,
that'd
I
be
was
so
gonna
funny.
say.
Yeah, because number one would be hilarious.
His number one best place would be Baltimore.
Yeah. Yeah, why not just bring them back? Yeah. Yeah. So as far as like the openings go, as far as like if you're a you're a coordinator, recently fired head coach, someone who's been looking to get back in the game for a while, these are probably the best spots that you can get interviewed. And I might sprinkle in some candidates I like for each as we go on, but we'll see. Number one, obviously Baltimore. Without a doubt, you have Lamar Jackson at quarterback. You have a solid defense still. You have basically a complete team, minus like a few weapons that, here and there, maybe some replacements on the O-line. That is without a doubt the best place to go, Baltimore. Number two, Vegas, for the obvious reason that they have the number one pick. Tom Brady is, I think, handpicking the coach. Not that matters at all, but I think it's exciting for a head coach when you have the number one pick, Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, and Max Crosby all to build around. I think that's pretty. That might be an exciting opportunity. Granted, they are in a very tough division, but I don't think that's ever bothered coaches before. Number three, Tennessee. You already have Cam Ward, so you don't really need to worry about a quarterback. They started looking better at the end of the year, so maybe that's. I don't know. Maybe there's some spark to that. I don't know. Number four, I got the Giants, just based on the fact they have the number 2 overall pick. You have Jackson Dart again. Like, you have another franchise guy already. Their defense started to look a lot better at the end. 5, Atlanta. They do not have a first-round pick this year. That is going to the L.A. Rams.
That's crazy.
So that's why they're so low on my list. I would maybe have them higher if maybe they had their pick. But I even think then it's such a messy organization. I don't know. Probably the weakest division out of all the openings, though. Number 6, I have Cleveland for the obvious reason it's a disaster there. Like, no one wants to go to Cleveland. And 7, Arizona, just for the obvious reason being that, like, that is the most unserious job that you can take. So I don't think Arizona is going to have
You
their...
still have to figure out what you're doing with Kyler Murray.
Right. I don't
he's a
think they're going to
second
have their
baseman.
Pickens.
Like, he's a second baseman playing quarterback. That's
For
what
the
he is.
Sacramento A's.
I like your ranking. I would think that Vegas would be my number 1.
Okay.
And I'm thinking of this as like me becoming the head coach. I think you're in Nevada, which, yeah, it's a shithole, but at least you're in Vegas. At least there's
I
plenty of
disagree.
other
I love
things.
Nevada. I
Nevada's
think Nevada's a beautiful
beautiful.
state.
But I'm saying
yeah.
in terms of all the states you could go to. I think
Yeah,
I,
no
I'm
state
not-
income tax, like if you want to factor
Yeah.
in all that stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
Nevada's fun. Don't get me wrong, but if you got a family, wife, kids, it's like it's a party city. So I mean,
Yeah, Vegas
I
isn't
guess
for-
if you're a
yeah.
single guy and then it's the coolest. I still think it's the best state out of all the ones in the list. And like you said, the number 1 overall pick, you have Ashton Genty already. You got Brock Bowers, brand new stadium, and you got the craziest fans. Honestly, I think that's where John Harbaugh will probably go.
I think so too.
Because of Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
I think so as well.
I think they're in the perfect time to get John Harbaugh as well. You have the number 1 overall pick. You're gonna go Mendoza, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
So I think if you want to build up a young quarterback who has some talent, I think that would be the perfect situation for everybody, just based on what they already have and what they could get. I think, yeah. I also, honestly, I think Cleveland, I wouldn't want to that's the shittiest place, Ohio, worst place ever. But I think that's a decent job because, I mean, your defense is great. So if you're an offensive minded, you can kind of. But then you have Shedeur. Oh fuck! I don't even. I guess no. Okay, I'm gonna go 1 Vegas, 2 New York. Because I think Jackson
Baltimore,
Dart.
really, I'm shocked that Baltimore's sliding so far down for you.
I like Malik. You got Cam Scatterbo. You got Jackson Dart, and then on the defensive end, you have Abdul Carter.
That's true. Yeah.
So I think you have a lot of pieces there that
Nice
can
young
make
core.
a coach. Yeah, you got a lot of which eventually you're gonna have to pay them, and you'll probably lose somebody. But
Of course,
until
yeah,
then,
as
it's
it
a
goes.
fun, nice,
It's a good time
exciting.
to have, though. You know.
Yeah. Too many good guys. How the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah,
Darn, how are we gonna pay all of our good players?
Yeah. Then Baltimore. I would hate to live in Baltimore though. Shit.
Yeah, I think out of all these places to live, that is probably the worst. I do agree with you that
Yeah.
Cleveland's probably down there too.
Yeah.
But like
Cleveland's probably
Arizona's
the
fun.
worst.
Yeah, I think without a doubt. I think Atlanta could be fun. Arizona could be fun. Obviously, New York. Tennessee's beautiful. I mean, Vegas.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to live in Vegas? But yeah, you're right. Baltimore is definitely not what people want to.
That's what I'm basing my rankings on. For some reason, I don't really get why my brain is doing that, but I see
think
these
Maryland has
places
the
and I'm
best
like,
state
ugh.
flag though.
Oh, the Raven.
No, the Maryland state flag. I think they have the best state flag.
Yeah.
I've got to look this up. Sorry.
No, their state flag is crazy.
Wait, that
you
rips.
would
That's awesome.
never, you
Yeah.
would never expect their flag to be that cool.
People from Maryland love that flag. Like,
What is the Nevada state flag? I mean, come on.
Are we a flag show now?
Yeah, we are. Oh, dude, what are those? What is that called?
Ooh.
Vexology.
Ew, yeah.
We're a
Okay,
vexology
let's see the
show.
math. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
We could
Oh,
definitely do an episode on flags.
Okay, I like the flowers, but that's why
This
is
is-
it just in the left corner? Like it's missing so much. I feel. Put that in the middle, and you're good.
What
Honestly,
flag are we looking at?
the Nevada. I honestly think if you put that
Yeah, you're
symbol in
right.
the middle
Why
and
is
you
it
blow
so
it up a little bit,
off-centered?
yeah, put it in the middle, blow it up a little bit. Nevada, your flag is cool. I mean,
Nevada being battle-born is awesome. That's awesome.
well, every day's a battle to fucking be in Nevada.
I'm noticing all these flags are blue too. Maybe we need some diversity here, guys. Like maybe blue isn't. Like look at the whole Northeast. That's all blue. I don't know if you're looking at the same map.
Oh
I am,
yeah,
sorry.
the original 13 were there. We gotta rep the red, white, and blue.
I just
Hey.
put the link of the site I'm looking at. All
Whoa,
these flags.
Tennessee's looks a little crazy. That could be.
Yeah,
It's almost.
that should be changed.
Yeah, it looks like something
I
from
don't
like
think
Dragon
that's
Ball Z.
I don't think. And hold on, is that Mississippi with the?
Yes. Yes.
Oh goodness.
Yes,
gracious.
it is.
Of course.
What is- wait,
Cameron.
what
I'm
is-
glad you
what is
knew what I was
Mississippi's?
talking about. It's still got the Confederate flag on it.
Yeah, there's still the Confederacy
think-
flying there.
Wait, I don't see that as their state flag. Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if that's their
Wait, it's like
state flag.
it's like the
but
Confederate and the French flag combined.
Right. Yeah. It's.
Oh
That's
no, I guess the
awesome.
Russian flag. Hey,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Is it Russian with the red, white, and blue, or is it the blue, white, and red?
I think Russia's blue, white, red.
I
Okay.
do think California has one of the coolest flags.
I agree. The bear.
The bear with just California Republic. That's kind of sick.
Yeah,
And I like
guess you're
the
into that kind of
I like
thing.
the red,
I hate
the
California.
red in there too. Arizona's got a good one. New Mexico's got a good one. I love Colorado's.
I think Oregon's is kind of lit too.
We're getting this kind of. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Leave a comment below. What flag do you like? Don't say Tibet. You're a fucking poser if you say Tibet. We all know Tibet is cool.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the obvious. I think the Texas state flag is the best.
Texas State flag is
and-
very clean designed.
and,
It is. Yeah. I like it.
and go anywhere else in this country. Find me where every other house has the state flag flown outside of their house.
That's very true. There's no other.
I
Well,
mean,
if you're in
maybe
Georgia,
Colorado.
they all fly Mississippi's flag, I think.
Only the
Right.
top left half of it, though.
Does that count?
I guess. Whoa, Georgia's state flag is. What is that? That's ugly. That's Georgia. What are you doing?
We've gone too far the hole here.
Well,
Hey,
I'm hoping. Hey, if you're at home, play along.
Play along. Look at the flags.
Yeah, look at the flags of this.
Brett, I got you. I'll give you my rankings, which is what
Thank you,
everybody
Cameron.
wants to hear, the guy who doesn't follow the NFL like
Hey,
you do.
you know more than you think that you thought you
I
knew.
actually know less than I think I do.
Cameron's very
Every time
humble,
I'm
yeah.
confident on something, I list the wrong team. I broke this into tiers, and I approached it from me having some form of football background coming in as a coach.
I like the different approaches we're all taking, by the way. Here, Mason's taking where he would live. You know, you're tiering it. You know, and I'm just kind of.
I come from a very basketball heavy background, so I'm looking at it as like, what is the job with the most promising young core that I could step into that has a fan base that understands what we're trying to do?
I thought you were going to say, Cameron, so you could watch hoops. What job am I going to get to watch more hoops at?
Oh, what job is closest to an NBA team? Probably New York or Atlanta. But no, tier 1 for me is the Vegas, Tennessee, New York tier. And for obvious reasons, like Mason said, it's just young teams that you can feasibly see building and growing, and you can get a lot of your own guys in, right? I don't know how common it is in football, but I know in basketball a big thing is when a new coach comes in, suddenly or a new ownership group comes in, everyone gets traded. All the coaches are gone. They bring in their own guys. This tier is a bunch of teams where they're young enough where you can kind of get your own guys in there and kind of shape the philosophy. Tier 2, to me, is Baltimore, and this is going to be a controversial pick, Baltimore and Cleveland. Baltimore, of course, is a more sort of mature program. You have Lamar. You're stepping in there expecting success. Cleveland, the fans are so good. I mean, that fan base rocks with them. Yeah. And so it's really hard to be like, oh, I don't want to be there. Like, as long as you're giving a damn, they'd accept you.
And they have the best mascot, that giant dog. I mean, come on. It's the only mascot that's not a human.
And my
fans did love Kevin Stefanski, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin. They did love
Kevin Stefanski. I bet they never blamed him. I'm just gonna be honest.
By the way,
dude, they rocked with fucking Deshaun Watson. Like after it was known he was a criminal.
They don't care about the criminal history. They want him. They're like,
dude, he definitely did it. But have you seen him throw the ball?
Did you see him?
He had a couple good seasons.
He was so sick.
Come on.
It's like the George Bush will now watch this drive, and he fucking nails a golf ball. Like that's kind of what it was. My bottom tier, Atlanta and Arizona. I don't see how you navigate that. I don't think the front offices are super competent. I don't think the team is primed for success. Yeah. Atlanta, you're relying on an older Kirk Cousins,
and Penix,
and then Michael,
which is crazy,
Penix Jr.
Michael Penix,
is 27. I is my age, I think. And then in Arizona, it's like you have a veteran quarterback. He's 5'8" and should be in the major leagues.
Yeah, he stinks.
Both of those would be a lot like a real rebuild. So
yeah.
I do think out of those two though, because those are both my lowest. Arizona and Atlanta are my two lowest. I do think the situation you go to in Atlanta is a lot harder because you have a contract on a guy like Kirk Cousins. And it's a massive contract that was stupid at the get-go. So to try to erase something like that, because when you go in there, you're going to want to start fresh.
He will be released.
And it's that's insane.
Exactly.
So that ruins
His
your first.
Is the best.
Yeah, that ruins your first year at least. I mean, minimum, because you're not going anywhere with Michael Penix. I hate to say it, but he's just not him, and you don't have a first-round pick.
One of the strangest draft. It's been talked to death. Just a really strange draft prospect.
Well, they try to do what Green Bay did to Aaron Rodgers. They try to do the Jordan Love, and it did not turn out.
It turned out they both sucked.
Yeah,
that works when they're both good, but it doesn't work when they're both terrible.
I think in Arizona though, you do have to rebuild from kind of nothing. But I think getting rid of Kyler Murray is a lot easier of a situation than getting rid of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And in Arizona at least, well, I guess in Atlanta you got Bijan. So you could year one build around Bijan and at least probably break the rushing record. Because if they took him serious, they could
probably... You do have
Drake
London as well, too, which is pretty enticing.
That's true. But Bijan can't throw to Drake London, so...
That's true.
Well, have we tried that yet?
Ball, so. So that solves that.
We're just running Wildcat every snap.
Honestly, if I had Bijan
That'd be way
Robinson,
more fun, honestly.
yeah, if I had Bijan Robinson and my running back was, or sorry, yeah, in my wide, fuck, and my quarterback was Michael Penix or Kirk Cousins, I'm running Wildcat at least 85% of the snaps.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna
Bijan, you've
teach
seen
Bijan.
Michael Vick, right? Can you do that?
Yeah, could you throw left-handed by
The
chance?
on-court or the on-field stuff. Please leave
Yeah,
it off.
Please leave the
Yeah.
dogs alone.
Stay away from dogs and throw left-handed, and you've got the job.
And then we'll trade you to the Eagles in a few years. It'll all work out for you.
Yeah. I definitely think Arizona is easier. No, wait, hold on.
I feel like you maybe get a longer leash with Arizona. You know, maybe you
Yeah.
have more time, maybe. But also, too, I don't know. Like, I just don't know if these owners are necessarily patient anymore. And also,
No, they're not.
and
If
you
you're
know,
not patient with your third overall pick quarterback, you're not going to be patient with your coach anymore.
That's very true. And also, too, I think what maybe could skyrocket Arizona just like a little bit, like a couple spots in my list, is like if I come in and like there's a plan for Kyler Murray. Like that, and
Yeah.
by
Right.
that I mean like he will be traded or released.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
like,
you
he won't-
let me do my bidding on him.
right. Yeah, like and you're gonna have to like deal with the fact and swallow that like you might just have to get like a 6th-round pick for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kyler Murray's 28. I think he's going into his like
Which
7th
is
season.
crazy. He's only 28
Yeah.
in.
And look, I'm all for
He's
giving
been around
young
forever,
quarterbacks
though.
time to develop. You're not a young quarterback
no,
at 28. Like,
Yeah.
no, you're no longer. Yeah, you're a veteran now. But time to.
Kind of maybe play like one.
Yeah, exactly. All right, do you guys want to get into these into the bracket now, the right
Yeah.
bracket now that we have it?
Yeah.
Alrighty,
absolutely.
let's
Remember,
do it.
guys, I told you, the bracket that we did earlier in this week, it was for next year. Okay.
So save this episode for next year, and don't worry, you'll already have the breakdown. We're never wrong, just early.
I
Yeah.
would like
Yep.
to point out also, I was not wrong because my matchups held. Because I only predicted the semifinals and the finals.
Hey, there you go, Cameron.
Well, fuck. Actually, we can honestly just blame Bleacher Report. Aren't you guys
Yeah,
making
I will-
money?
I'm gonna keep doing that because that pissed me off. That
Yeah,
they
aren't
just
you
have
guys
the
making
wrong
money
bracket
and
up.
have a team of people? I mean, the fuck?
Yeah, journalists like us had to figure out you were wrong.
Yeah, dude. I'm
After the episode was released.
on. Yeah. 4 hours after. By the way.
Fuck. Alrighty, well, let's get into it. So I'll go through the matchups and we can kind of go through one by one. First, we got the Rams and Carolina. In Carolina, the Rams are obviously the favorite coming in. I would pick Carolina in any other instance, but Carolina already beat the Rams at home this year, and I don't see it happening twice. So had that game gone different, the Rams win that game. Carolina is still in the playoffs. I would maybe sit here and bang the table for Carolina. I don't think Magic strikes twice, not with how inconsistent the Panthers are. So
Yeah.
I think the Rams will win this game pretty easily and get ready for a tough Seattle team the week following. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
I agree with that fully. Now that this bracket is like it is, I'm scared for the Rams though because I picked them to go all the way.
Well, yeah, this is part of my picks that are going to change because I didn't know that the bracket was going to be laid out like this, and the way
Yeah.
it was looking was a little different. Mason, you're right, but yeah, now like I feel like it's a little easier to get through, but still some tough decisions have to be made.
Yeah.
You know, some very tough.
Definitely,
decisions.
I would have liked to see Philly versus LA game 1 of the playoff. That would have been incredible.
I still think we got a sick first round matchup with San Francisco.
Well, yeah,
Philly.
yeah,
This might
yeah,
be
yeah.
my favorite matchup still. You know, obviously being a Niners fan, but there's a lot of history between the Niners and Eagles, especially as of late. You know, like in the playoffs. So I love seeing like again we get like a third, fourth round of these guys.
do
going
you
again.
do
I
you
love it.
now think, looking at this, that the 49ers at least play in the championship game?
No. I'm kind of worried that they're not going to get past this weekend.
Oh,
It's one thing that they're facing a very tough Eagles team. It's a second thing to be facing them in the playoffs at the Link, and I don't like that. The Link is one of the best home atmospheres in football. Philly fans are absolutely crazy. So
they're
it's a-
degenerates.
Yeah, it's
They'll
a
throw
very tough
batteries
place
in
to
it.
play.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Obviously the Niner fan in me is gonna be like, yeah, like we're unrealistically gonna make it all the way. I don't know if they're gonna get past this weekend, man. I really don't. For that reason, I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Can we talk about how bad we feel about Philly right now. The worst thing ever for them to do is make the playoffs. It's bad enough to not make the playoffs, but it's even worse to make the playoffs. Because now with every win they get in the playoffs now, the city is going to be leveled. And they're going to have to build it up in 1 week, and then it's going to be leveled again. And then they're going to grease the fucking pole, the stop signs.
Are good.
And then if they win the Super Bowl, the city just collapses. I mean, they have to rebuild skyscrapers out there because their fans are animals, tearing down street signs.
Would it be worse for them not making it though? I feel like they're just as crazy.
But that's only 1 week. I'm talking about this is they now have 3 weeks of this because every playoff game to a Philly fan is end all be all.
I'll buck against that. Philly fans level the country every week. Go crazy, dude.
Yeah, why just in your own city, man? Spread out.
Please. Philly, stay away from Houston because you guys do damage to your
I
city.
do love after every Eagles game, Twitter just being like,
"Oh yeah,
there's a Phillies fan just set a car on fire."
Yeah. Oh look, they just flipped an 18-wheeler on the highway. That's awesome.
I feel like we see the annual video too of like the cops greasing the poles and
it doesn't matter.
And some guy climbing it anyway, and then falling 3 stories, and it's like, oh, that guy was paralyzed. And then Philly fans
like
January
6th, but every game.
Yeah, they are insane. I can't tell if that makes them the best fans in the world or 100%. The worst.
I think 100%. It's the best, honestly. I do. I love. Like there's a certain passion that like I have for sports and like that obviously you guys have, but this is like a different level. They're willing to like harm themselves for their team.
Yeah, well, but then again, does that make the Bills Mafia the best fans or the worst fans? I think those guys are a bunch of hillbilly idiots.
But they're
at least through.
But they're at least clean about it. They don't, when they win or lose, they don't destroy the city. They bring their own.
Well, they don't really have a city.
Yeah,
they don't really have a city.
True.
It's like 3 convenience stores in a gas
They've got like a double wide trailer.
Yeah, they don't have a highly populated city.
Dang it, they destroyed the Zaxby's.
Yeah, no! We just got that Wingstop.
I will say this, my least favorite sports like facet of any fandom is when a group of fans will lose and then chastise the winning fans for being like classless. Yeah. Hey, dude, that's sports. Like,
like,
if you didn't want to get shit talked, you should have won. Sorry.
Yeah, or leave early. I mean, get out of there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, I guess the honestly the worst fans ever are Raiders fans because they have a history. Not anymore, because now they're in Nevada, but they have the worst history of all time.
They're still pretty rooted in Oakland, man. I think that's.
Well, yeah, no, they would, but they would kill people in their stadium out there. Like, oh, you won that game? Well, guess what? Now you're getting a 9mm to the chest.
I remember their last game, not their last game in Oakland, sorry, but their last season in Oakland when I first moved out there. I was gonna go to this game against the Lions that they had. It was a pretty cheap game. I didn't end up going because I think I had to work or something. Then I read that like a fan died at their tailgate.
Yeah,
I was like, well,
that's always tough.
Probably for something. Probably some guy with a sword came through there. I mean, those guys are crazy.
Yeah, they're insane.
Yeah. Anyways, I think Phillies fans are same level as Buffalo, except they just have a city to burn down.
And I personally love that. I want to be very clear, Philly fan. I'm cool with you.
Yeah, don't stop. I'm not saying
didn't they throw batteries at Santa? I mean, come on.
That's awesome.
It's so funny, man.
That's
so funny.
Annihilate that, man.
You guys say it like it's a bad thing.
They're like, oh, he booed Santa. Awesome. That's great. That's so we should boo every holiday mascot.
No.
The Easter Bunny? Fuck you.
Whoa, okay. Whoa, hold on. Easter Bunny? Yeah.
The worst holiday animal.
Terrifying. First of all, a giant bunny. I don't want anything giant. First of all, keep them the size that they are.
Dude, if it was a normal bunny.
Oh, he's so creepy.
Yeah.
That's never cute.
Weird, like pastel color vest. No, stop. I don't want giant nothing. Just stay the same size that you are and be a mascot.
Look, Santa Claus, Saint Nick ties into the holiday. I get it. Easter, Bunny, the resurrection of Christ. I don't know if we're doing this right, guys. I'm not sure this is a great mascot. Like,
I just
even Valentine's Day with Cupid makes sense. He makes people fall in love. Valentine's Day makes sense.
Cupid
what does a bunny have to do with Jesus?
Halloween, you got any number of scary things.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Which is that's the sickest. That's my favorite holiday. And they have any option.
Same. Yeah.
You got bats, mummies, zombies, werewolves. I mean, any mascot. Just pick them.
4th of July, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, that's
Patriots.
I like that.
God bless the USA.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, I lost
Were
it.
you thinking St. Patrick's Day? Because that's where I was.
I was, yeah, the leprechaun.
Yeah, leprechaun.
I was thinking
Which,
that.
you know, St. Patrick was a figure in Irish history, so
Yeah.
I guess, you know.
They did turn him into a little man, though.
Which-
That's their mascot.
Representation, down with it. So we're in agreement. Easter has the worst mascot.
Yeah, by far. It's the only
yeah,
mascot that
by
doesn't make
far.
any sense.
Yeah.
Well, that was our 49ers Eagles preview.
Yeah,
so.
holy shit. Okay. Oh.
Did you even pick somebody? I picked the Eagles.
I'm
Picked
picking
the Eagles.
49ers.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. I don't think they make it to the championship game, but I do think that they take Philly in this. I just think that they're a better team. Worse players, better coach. And I think their team, they're just dogs. I don't think that they get through the Chicago Bears or the Green Bay Packers, but I do think
Right.
that they beat Philly.
Okay. Cameron.
And Philly will learn.
I think for the previous game, I think Carolina's going to make it a lot closer. I think there's going to be a period of time in the game where Carolina's winning and everybody's going to lose their
It'll
mind.
be like 6-3. Like
Yeah,
in the
and you're like,
quarter.
can they do it?
Everyone's like, told you Carolina's the shit.
49ers Eagles, I'm repping 49ers simply because I cannot stand to see Jalen Hurts successful anymore. Stop giving me the weird ass philosophical quotes. Every motherfucker just.
He's
You're a
going to do that
successful.
no matter what. So,
He's going to, but you're a successful NFL quarterback. You're attractive. You got a chain that glitters, bro. You've got everything.
Yeah, he's
Just-
got the most
just
iced
act
out
like
chain
it.
in the
biggest
world.
quads I've ever
Dude,
seen.
just act like it for
He's got
once,
the
please.
weirdest, most like holistic PR person ever.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the
I love
trees
Jalen
were
Hurts. I'm
swaying
kind of just
this
shitting
way
on him
and
because
it-
it's funny. I think he's a really good dude. He's a genuine dude. 49ers all the way.
From Houston.
Yeah,
Yep,
Houston
from
kid.
Houston. I can't believe I'm a 49ers fan. I'm the only one who didn't pick them. Interesting. All right,
Yeah,
next
it's because you're not a
matchup.
true fan.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Green Bay, Chicago. I'm going to stick
Chicago.
with my pick here. Now that this news about Matt LaFleur has kind of come out as well, I think that kind of solidifies my pick with Chicago a little more. And that's really all I got to say about that.
And like I said in the previous bracket, I still picked Chicago because Green Bay, no Micah Parsons, Jordan Love. I don't mind Jordan Love, but I just don't think he's good enough to take this team
Certainly
where they
not
need
at
to
this
go.
point better than Caleb Williams either.
Yeah, no. I think Caleb Williams is probably the best quarterback in the league this year. To be honest.
I like that. I like that take. Interesting.
Counting or not counting Joe Burrow when he has a healthy offensive line?
We now
Well,
we,
Joe
me and
Burrow
Mason
never
both agree. yeah.
So
Joe Burrow wins something that never existed, or Caleb Williams.
Joe Burrow when everything goes right, or
Joe Burrow, if he was on a team that cared about him, or Caleb Williams this year.
Still my number one quarterback. Still my number one. Would take
Joe
him
Burrow?
over anyone. Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
If I'm restarting a franchise today, give me Joe Burrow.
Yeah, if I could have any first round pick ever, I'm honestly, obviously like the Tom Brady, but if anyone from like this generation
round.
quarterback, Joe Burrow is the best by far. He's just been in the shittiest situation since coming into the league. Poor guy.
Again, we got a little off track there, Green Bay, Chicago, but I'll take the Bears
Chicago.
again. I think we all take the Bears there. So.
Yeah,
all
Bears.
good, all good.
All Bears.
This matchup, Mason, I'm really excited to kind of talk about Houston-Pittsburgh. Now, I was convinced that Houston was going to take this win, but I don't know if you saw the stat about Mike Tomlin. So this game is Monday night. The first time the Texans haven't played a playoff game on Saturday at 4:30, correct, on Wild Card Weekend? Mm-hmm. So, that also being said, Mike Tomlin, do you know his Monday Night Football
Yeah,
playoff
it's like 24-0 or something.
20, yeah, I think it's like 21-0, something like
that's
that.
awesome. Wait, is
Yeah.
that real?
Yeah,
It is real, yeah.
That's so sick.
He's unreal on Monday nights. That being said, I don't think that's an outlier here. This Houston defense is historically good. This game is going to end like 12-6. It's going to be a very boring game. Sorry to Texans or Steelers fans. I will be watching the game regardless, but I think it's going to be a stinker. Regardless, Texans still win, and you'll face Denver next week.
Then again, I do have a weird theory that's probably not true, but it's been making me feel better. I've been thinking maybe Nick Caley's been playing 4D chess the entire year, And
Okay.
this is when he brings out the offense that no one's seen. So now he's going to start playing
You think
it
he's
very.
just holding out?
Maybe he's going to be playing it because he knew the defense could carry him to the playoffs. So he was like, you know what? I'm not going to give too much up. That way, when we get to the playoffs, we're going to surprise everybody, and they don't have enough time to game plan against us.
So this is your Stranger Things episode 9 theory.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And it has been making me feel better. So don't at least break it down too much.
Yeah.
But I hope playoff CJ is historically good. Maybe not game 2, but game 1 he plays better than par.
Exceptionally well. Exceptionally
Yeah,
well.
He elevates,
because I mean, the game against the Chargers had a bad start. End of the game, fantastic. The game against the Browns the first year, they literally the game was so over that they sat CJ because that's how well he performed.
And
yes,
that
the
defense,
defense
too.
Oh,
Yeah, the defense was as well, yeah.
No, that
Putting Joe
They had
Flacco
they had
to
2
sleep.
pick sixes. But I just if I look at them stat for stat, I don't think Pittsburgh is better in any aspect. Maybe run game. Maybe they have the edge in run game. But the Texans line has been playing out of their minds the last couple of weeks. Our tight end, Dalton Schultz, he's had a career year, at least in the eyes of the Texans franchise. Our wide receivers are by far superior. Aaron Rodgers is a little old, so I don't think that he's really – don't get me wrong, he's great. He knows what to do with the ball. He's not who he was. Cornerbacks better, D-line better, linebackers better, safeties better, kicker better. Our kicker is better, and I think that's what this game comes down to. Our kicker don't fucking miss, dude.
You just jinxed it.
Yeah.
I would
Jamie
put
Fairbairn
that-
is bad on the road, I will be honest. He's bad on the road. So, yeah, that could be a problem because I think this game will be a kicking battle, unfortunately.
It will be. Yeah, it will be.
Unfortunately for everybody. But anyways, with all that being said and too much talking, Texans
Texans. Yeah.
by 21 points. I'm doing it. I'm
Yeah,
doing
I think Houston's gonna handle them pretty easily.
it. I think CJ is gonna have a game and a half. I just wish Joe Mixon, man.
I wish he was back, yeah.
This whole season would have been.
I think
way
we'd be talking
different.
about them differently. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we would be as well.
I think it would be a non-factor. It would be no debate that they would go to the Super Bowl if they had a healthy Joe Mixon. Because without a run game, your passing game suffers. And look, I love Woody Marks. I love Nick Chubb. I love Jawad Jordan, British Brooks. They're not number one guys, and they should not be having to lead a fucking team. And I think that just hinders us.
Yeah, I
Anyways,
couldn't agree more.
Houston.
All right,
Cam?
let's get on this next matchup. This matchup, I think, has a lot of implications. Buffalo, Jacksonville. I've been thinking about it all day. Whoever wins this game, and I think it will be Buffalo. I think Buffalo is going to take the AFC. I was thinking about it today, and I'm thinking, what has stopped Josh Allen, in the playoffs? The only thing that has stopped him is Joe
Trevor
Burrow and Pat
Lawrence.
Mahomes.
Oh.
That would be the only.
Trevor Lawrence stopped them.
They beat the Bills? Did they beat? Let me look.
Yeah, remember it was the comeback win. I think
was
it was
the
a wild
Chargers.
card. No, I think it was a wild card. Oh, it was the Chargers?
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
think
the
that
Bills.
was like they were down like 21, and
Oh,
they
I
came
thought
back.
it was the Bills. No, I'm just stupid.
No, you're fine, man. But I'm looking at overall who the best quarterback in these playoffs are, and I think without a doubt it is Josh Allen. And especially like his playoff numbers are not bad either. I don't have them in front of me, but I was looking at them today. Pretty exceptional. It's never really been his fault that they lose playoff games. It's just always that they run into a buzzsaw in the Chiefs, or at the time the Bengals. So I think this might be the year, man. I know the 6th seed is kind of a scary spot to be. I don't think it's indicative of how good they are. I think Buffalo might pull out this division. And if not, if Jacksonville makes a statement against Buffalo, I think that's kind of the next step that they need to take as a franchise to, maybe consider themselves serious contenders. So I think whoever comes out of that game will go to the AFC Championship, if not the Super Bowl. But my pick is Buffalo. I think Josh Allen might be my favorite player in these playoffs.
Wait, Cam, did you pick Texans a bit?
I picked Texans. Yeah.
Okay.
The narrative. The narrative in my head ends. Spoiler alert! Ends with Houston versus New England.
Whoa! Okay, hold on. Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! Don't wait. Okay, no, we can't go on that because then there'll be another 45 minutes. Okay, so save that for the end. Yeah, I'm gonna go. They're in Jacksonville, correct?
In Jacksonville.
Okay.
Don't think it matters though.
I don't think it matters. James Cook, Josh Allen, and the band of random wide receivers that the
Josh
Buffalo
and
Bills
friends.
have collected.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I do think that Jacksonville is, and I'm going to say it, and I've been denying it up until today. I think they are a scary team.
Ooh.
Are they scary
growth.
enough? Are they scary enough to beat Buffalo? And then say they do beat Buffalo, then they have to go through either the Chargers or New England. I just don't think they have enough gas. I think this is a good step for them. I think this proves that Trevor Lawrence has a sack. You know, because I think before
Like defensively or like
I was
a
saying
mental-
he's had a lot of sacks defensively.
I think before probably week 8 he was kind of a joke this year, to be honest. Maybe
he's
even
been sacked like
week 11.
140 times.
yeah. No. Okay, here. I didn't think that he had a nut sack in between his legs before about week 11, and then he kind of turned around. Liam Cohen, great coach. I don't think that changes this game, though. Like I said, I think Josh Allen in Buffalo. I hope that they make it all the way, and I hope it's Houston and Buffalo for the AFC Championship game, because we statistically have made Josh Allen look like a fucking high school football player.
That's what I think it's going to be. If we're foreshadowing a little bit, I think that's what it'll end up being.
And
Houston, Buffalo.
I hope so. I don't even care who has the home advantage. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We've beat him both at home and
It
our
would be
home.
you guys. You are the higher seed, so it will be you guys.
That would be incredible. Battle Red all day. Come on. I think Buffalo takes this, though. That's where I'm going to end my conversation. I do think Jacksonville in the next couple of years, though, will be more of a like I said, I think they're a serious team. I don't think this is their year. I think they will get better, because I just think Liam Cohen's incredible coach.
This is refreshing to hear you say, Mason. You know,
Yeah.
as someone who doubted Jacksonville all year, this is like some big growth for you. So
I still
very
doubt
happy
Trevor
for you.
Lawrence, to be honest. I think he has shown growth. I still don't think he's like the number one guy. I don't think you can solely rely on him to carry a team, which is kind of what you want. I mean, when you look at historically great quarterbacks, majority of the time they carried the team. They weren't carried. But yeah, no, I think Jacksonville's a good team. I hate Jacksonville. I hate all of you fans. I'm looking directly into the camera. All you guys can still suck my beep.
We're isolating so many fan groups this episode.
Really?
Well, no, only me. I hate
Mason
every
has burnt
fan
bridges
base except for
every
the Texans.
Hey, I'm a bandwagon. If you send me like a cool hat or shirt, I'll root for your team.
Yeah, for real. I'm such a sellout. Chargers, New England. I'll keep this one short. The Chargers are very good. Their defense is very good. Their coordinator, Jesse Minter, is one of these guys who is going to get interviewed for head coaching gigs this offseason. I think he'll find a spot either this offseason or next year. He's a really good coach. He was Michigan's D coordinator when they won the national championship, so he's a winner. He's a proven winner. But I think at the end of the day, Drake May is still just too good. The Patriots are still too good. They're going to overwhelm them, and that Chargers O-line is not good. So that being said, though, Justin Herbert's a good quarterback, but this is kind of the last year for him where I'm like, all right, man, like no more excuses. We got to get it done, you know. And you have no one to blame anymore. Like I'm starting to think that Justin Herbert's just like Phillip Rivers, you know, like just like a cleaner cut version.
Run of the mill.
Yeah. Like
Just your
we'll break-
average dude.
Yeah, just like a good quarterback, you know, will give you hope, but
Yeah,
like
he can make good reads sometimes.
yeah, but you know when you see that bracket that like the end is near.
Could
Yeah,
this
but
be oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I picked the Patriots. That's it.
Okay. Could this be all right, here's my new theory. I think John and Jim switch spots. I think
The Ravens poached Jim.
yeah.
That'd be sick.
That'd be so funny.
Honestly, I honestly am gonna go Chargers here.
That's crazy.
I think New England. You got to think about it. No playoff experience. At least Justin Herbert has that under his belt. I know they're in New England, which sucks for the Chargers because it's going to be cold and it's going to be really chilly. And their line sucks. But I just think, look, Mike Vrabel is an incredible coach. I don't think you can prepare a team this young for a moment like this. As much as I wish.
I think Drake May's made for it, though, man. I really think he's kind of, this will be.
Yeah, but we don't know.
You're right. We don't know. And this will be the year that we kind of find out, even though it's only his second year. But I think, he's gonna make the next step.
I think he's gonna have a good game, but I don't think they win this one. For some reason, something in my body's telling me Chargers, so I'm just gonna go Chargers.
I like that pick. Cameron?
First, my Buffalo Jacksonville pick. I think.
Sorry.
Shit,
How dare you guys?
That's right. We
sorry.
stopped. Yeah.
I went pee-pee. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna buck the trend. I think Jacksonville is gonna win, and I think it's gonna be on the back of Cam Little kicking 65-yard field goals.
That's true.
It's
gonna cause. I think if that happens, it'll cause the most untenable, annoying people in your life to talk about how the NFL needs to fix it for some reason.
Yeah, you can't have kickers deciding these games anymore.
You can't have kickers putting up 5 field goals and deciding the game. Yeah, you can. Fuck
They
you.
should actually, if after this season, say they do win based off field goals, which I can't talk about field goals. That's all the Texans. They need the uprights just need to go.
I've seen that idea where you shrink the uprights.
I think that'd be cool too.
Also,
I actually think that would be cool.
Also, pussy shit. Let the kickers shine. They literally never get to.
What's the arena league where it's literally this big?
No, Cameron, what you're not thinking of is the future. Eventually, if these kickers get too good and they start winning only the games, then you're going to pay kickers like quarterbacks.
Oh no, the athletes I pay money to are good at the game I pay them to be good at. No, what am I gonna do?
No, that ruins everything.
Oh no, my big men can dribble the basketball. Now we can win a bunch.
Damn it! Now I gotta pay them.
Oh no.
Look, there are valid concerns. I understand. I just think it's very funny that kickers are causing a controversy. For the game we were actually talking about, New England. I told you guys in my head canon, it's Texan New England. So.
Yeah. I like that, man. Well, we won't go too far into the hypothetical matchups until next week when we have them. So I'll just say I'll take the Rams over Seattle. I'll take the Bears over the Eagles. I'll still take the Rams getting there, but I really do think, like I said, this is Josh Allen's time, and I think the Bills will come out of the AFC over the Texans, and I think the Bills will win it all. That is my final prediction. You heard it here first. I think the Bills take this.
Okay, I'm going Rams over Seattle. I'm going Bears over 49ers. I'm going Rams over Bears. Then I'm going Texans over Denver. I'm going Buffalo over the Chargers, and then I'm going Texans over Buffalo. Okay. And then I think it's going to be L.A., Houston.
Okay. I like that. 2 5 seeds going at it. I like that.
Nice. Seattle.
Write it in stone now, man.
Seattle over L.A. I got to remember who I picked. Bears over 49ers. I'm going to go Bears over Seattle. Like I said last week, I think it's Caleb's coming out party.
Man. I like that. I do.
I'm going to stick with the young guns. I think Texas over Denver. I understand Denver's also young. Texas over Denver. New England over Jacksonville. It's almost a coin flip because this has such a little chance of happening. Texas, Chicago with the Bears coming out.
The Bears.
Love that, man. All right. Well, glad we finally were able to preview the right bracket. Again, thank you all who did listen. I'm so sorry that we gave you 30 minutes of a fake bracket, but we have the real one now. I think it came out a little better this time around. So, again, guys, thank you again. We got a little basketball we'll talk about. Cameron, I know you got a few notes, and then we'll wrap it up.
I've got a few notes. Before we put it off basketball, I actually have some football things.
Okay.
Whoa!
2 things. One, J.J. McCarthy. I know we've talked about varying opinions of him. End of the season, he pulled himself out of the game, checked himself out because of a hand injury. I've seen fans say that it's good that a player has the wherewithal to not injure himself further. I've seen other people say you're an NFL quarterback getting paid money, like play through the game. How do we feel? Not just about that, but as his season as a whole. Where do we kind of stand on him?
I'll go
Brett,
first if I may. Yeah, my Michigan guy. So let me just say, we give a lot of grace on this show to young quarterbacks.
Yep.
I am especially going to give grace to my young goat from Michigan. He's only 22 still in his second year. He's still only 22. Like if you asked me, if you gave me the keys to a franchise at 22, man, I would have fucked it up way worse. So I'm all about giving him time, man. So I'm looking at the numbers for his regular season. Obviously, a year to forget: 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and a 35.9 QBR. That's all bottom of the league. That's nothing you want to see from your starting quarterback. They did end up 9-8. Not that like JJ was like a big hand in that. They ended the year very hot, and that was good to see. Winning their last 4. It looked like they beat Washington, Dallas, the Giants, and Green Bay. So they swept through their division and beat a bad Giants team. I'm not ready to give up on JJ. You got to give him time, man. He's still so young. And I'll say when he does figure it out, and he will. Like I think he will flip the narrative officially that like people will now give these quarterbacks more time. And I just think that's all it takes, you know. I just think you got to be patient with them, show the confidence in him. He came from a good program, a good coach, so it's not like he had, you know, it's not like there was a lot of like growth to do, but still, he's still so young. So obviously, I'm gonna ride with my guys until the wheels fall off.
Mason,
I've got 2 things. Number one is Brett, because I know Brett watches football. When's the last time you saw a quarterback check themselves out of a game? And
Anthony
I know.
Richardson.
And then what happened to him?
He sucks.
He got replaced. No, he got replaced. He has not
He
played a single game
Jones.
by Daniel Jones. So the time he checks himself out, boom, done. I think as a quarterback, that's the one position that should be the most willingness to like do anything to win a game. You're sacrificing body, mind, and fucking spirit to win a game, and that's what everyone wants. Because if your quarterback doesn't want to win, then who's supposed to inspire everyone else to want to win? I mean, I think
don't disagree with you, man. I really don't.
I think a quarterback is the star at the top of your Christmas tree. Like, if you don't have that, is it really a Christmas tree? I think
we're very late on the very, very late. It's January, but
we're never wrong. We're just early.
Yeah,
that's true. This is a reference to next season, by the way, guys.
That's right.
Christmas trees. No, but I think you just want somebody that's, if their hand hurts a little bit, they're not gonna check out, or if they get hit too hard, they're not gonna, like Jackson Dart. He could be the worst quarterback of all time, but if he's out there plowing through guys and getting right back up and celebrating with the boys, that's what you want.
Because it doesn't count. He was born with CTE.
Well, yeah. His mom gave it that to him.
But no, I do agree with you on that point. Hey, man, let my quarterback blow someone over, get back up, and then start throwing it again.
You don't even have to do that, but at least don't like be so willing to quit. Don't at least make it be like easily seen that you're like, this game's over with, whatever. No, you're the last one. You're the guy that throws the Hail Mary. You're the guy that they rely on, so you cannot give up because...
What was the Andy Reid quote? There was that game where Buffalo and KC were like trading blows. Patrick Mahomes leads like a 13-second drive down the field to win it. Andy Reid gave a quote afterwards where he was like, when things are grim, go be the Reaper. That's the mentality that you want.
First of all, Andy Reid is the least.
Yeah, when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper. Go get it. That's so
I might give that tattooed on my fucking neck.
That's an awesome quote.
Old man. I didn't know Andy Reid had that in his bag.
Yeah, now look at now what he was saying was like we want to like tickle them or whatever the fuck he was saying. We want to tickle them. Go be the Grim Reaper again, you fucking freak.
That game was so funny because it was like they were just trading blows back and forth. Casey gets the ball, 13 seconds left in the game, and Andy Reid's like, "Hey, Patty, just like go be the Grim Reaper."
Dude. That's a quote that would make me run through a wall, and he wasn't even talking to me. But like that quote.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my second point being on the JJ McCarthy thing. Rumors, I guess it's more of like a fan theory, is that people are thinking Joe Burrow would like to be a part of Minnesota. Great quarterback program. Justin Jefferson,
Yeah,
who
his
he
old
threw
teammate.
to in college. It would be a great fit, and it gets him out of Cincinnati. It gets him to a team that cares about their players. But I mean, it
What
would be
would
a
that trade
no-brainer.
look like?
Oh, Minnesota would have to give up. I mean,
4 first-round picks. I think at the
Probably.
minimum. That's just to start off.
I
the
think that's the
conversation.
max you can give, but then I think they'd have to add JJ McCarthy.
Of course.
I think they would have to add their running back. What's his name?
Chase Brown.
Cook.
Which one are you talking about?
James
The
Cook?
Viking- for the Bengals,
No, for
the
Minnesota.
Vikings. It's Aaron Jones
Oh, yeah.
and Jordan Mason. Yeah.
Oh, Aaron Jones. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think you'd have to sell the house. But
Yes,
it
I
would
agree.
honestly, it would be worth it if you could keep your offense together, because that's what Cincinnati's trying to do. They're trying to be just offense only. I mean, you can tell by the contract they hand out. But they just don't seem to give a single shit. So I think it would be perfect for Joe Burrow to be in Minnesota. Even though
I'm with that.
the person in me wants him to go to New Orleans. Obviously, I think that
Obviously,
would be
yeah.
that would be a banger of a trade. I don't think that happens, just because I think I don't think the Saints really have anything that anyone wants, to be honest. Except for picks, maybe, but
That would be the closest thing is
Yeah.
picks, in my opinion. Yeah.
yeah. All right, but yeah, that's my JJ
Don't give up on
McCarthy.
JJ yet. Yeah.
Even for
my
Joe
second-
Burrow.
For Joe Burrow, yes.
For
Give
Joe
up on
Burrow,
JJ McCarthy.
100%.
There you go.
For the record, yes.
Would you give me $5 if I gave you 20? Yeah, I'd give you $5 on a yeah. for
Sounds
sure.
good.
My
Yeah, I'm sure
second,
JJ McCarthy would be great in Cincinnati.
Yeah, totally.
That's where he'll really shine.
my second football point, small, and we don't have to spend a whole lot of time on it. I've seen it floated around, and let me know what you guys think about it. In college, when players transfer from smaller schools to larger schools, there is a contingent of people who feel like these lower level schools are just kind of getting robbed, and all the time and effort and development you put into these players isn't rewarded. Do you think there needs to be some form of financial incentive from the team getting poached? Like, hey, if Alabama takes my wide receiver, or he goes to transfer portal and they pick him up, whatever, they owe me X amount of money. Do you think that is a viable solution to cut down on the amount of portal activity, or do you think that it isn't needed? That the portal should be unfettered, free market, laissez-faire?
I like it, because like you said, it gives the school did all the developing of this guy. You're basically getting all the all the best parts of it. You didn't do all the grinding of like you said, developing him. Maybe getting him the player you want. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of maybe throwing him $25K or $50K. Whenever a guy transfers, like you said, Alabama, LSU, a big school like that. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that at all, because I think the current system right now is broken. So they need to do something about it. So I like that idea. I do.
I think I'm player forward. At the end of the day, these schools that make all this money, shut up. I want the guy from bumfuck wherever to be successful in life. I don't care that your school, oh, you lost your wide receiver. Oh, now you guys will only go 1-17 instead of 2-16.
Whoa!
I don't
subtweet Houston State University like that.
The Bulls just lost their quarterback too, Mason. Byron Brown went to Auburn.
Hey, hug him.
On to the next one.
Get the bag.
I think it should be human first, just because it's, I don't know.
Okay.
I'd rather see these guys succeed than a school succeed. I don't care, because
I like that.
I mean, no one's getting drafted from
Very
some
base,
random
Mason.
school in Arizona. But I mean, if the guy transfers to Auburn or Alabama, then he has a chance to succeed. So if a school actually complains about that, then you guys are just being douchebags, and you're all grown ups. So I guess you have to grow the fuck up even more. No, I don't want this. I don't want this 20-year-old to succeed. No, he needs to stay here in New Mexico State and not get drafted and become like no. I'm player first.
I dig it.
Very base, Mason. I like that.
I like both of the arguments. I don't know where I fall on it, which is why I brought it up to you guys.
I would love to see. I would like to see it in action, though. You know, like how do you know unless you try it, right?
My only concern with that idea is like, at what point are we just recreating the professional league, and like, is that a bad thing?
I think that's inevitable. It's already kind of happening that way, anyways.
Yeah.
These guys make so much money now in college, and there's not a cap on how much they can make too. So it's, and the fact that you basically have free agency every offseason too is such a big win for like the players, because you can go chase a new bag every year.
Yep,
You're not contractually
100%.
obligated to a team. You don't. I don't know. So there's a lot of money to be made in college. It already is kind of semi-pro in that way.
100%. Yeah.
I think I remember this with Jalen Green when he was drafted by the Houston Texans. He had already made almost $1 million in contracts just from being in the G League. He skipped college. He went straight to the G League, and was making.
He was
bank.
on that G League Ignite team, right?
Yeah. And he
was making
skipped
money.
college, and he was the number 2 overall pick. I do believe he either made over $1 million or just under.
I also want to be clear: the G League Ignite program does not exist anymore.
Yeah, no, it ended.
Yeah.
But
Why? What happened?
Well, because college players started getting paid.
Yeah.
And also, like, nobody in that program panned out worth a damn except the Thompson
It
twins.
just ended up being like AAU for older
Hey,
guys.
do you not want to go to college? You can just come play in our league. It's like definitely the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, guys. We got you. All right. You wanted to talk about trades too in the NBA, Cameron. Yeah.
I got a couple of NBA news. Headlines that are floating around the league right now is that Trae Young is on the block. Is amicable, is actually open to being traded. So the front office is open to move him. He is
who
listed.
his top team is?
I do.
Well, I saw that earlier, which I think is insane.
We all saw it. Yeah.
We all saw it. Yeah, the Wizards. Yeah.
The Washington Wizards.
Is he from Washington?
That's the only. That's the only way I could think that he
I
wants to
have
go
no
there.
idea. I have never in my career as a basketball fan seen somebody want to go to the Wizards.
He wants to be with Cam Whitmore. That's what it is.
Yeah, for sure. So
No, wait, he's
I'm
from
gonna run you
Lubbock,
through.
Texas.
I'm gonna run you through some trades I've seen. And you just tell me yes or no. We don't got to get too deep into them. The first trade for the Washington Wizards, the Hawks would get C.J. McCollum, Chris Middleton, and a 2026 first-round pick via the Thunder. So you get 2 vets on expiring, short-term expiring deals, and a first-round pick from the Thunder. So it's, may not
Thunder
be great.
pick, though,
The last
right?
pick.
It's not. It's,
It's
yeah,
the Thunder pick, yeah.
Yeah, it's the last pick in the draft.
And the Wizards would get Trae Young, Memphis hero Luke Kennard,
Hey.
and a 2026 first-round pick via the Cavaliers.
So they're just pick swapping essentially.
So
Like,
basically, the Hawks will get a pick from the Thunder. The Wizards get a pick from the Cavs.
that sounds like that's a no-brainer for the Wizards, right? Like,
Yeah.
You get Trae Young and a better draft pick. Like, am I?
If
am I
I'm
missing
the
something there?
Wizards, I'd pull the trigger immediately.
Yeah,
Yesterday, yeah.
he
That
would have
happened
said on the phone, I'm
yesterday.
like, yes. I
So
would've
the
said that
Wizards in
immediately.
this trade get rid of $64 million in expiring cap, which is, not that we have to get super into it, a max contract slot. Meaning when free agency hits, you can go big game hunting if you really want to.
Yeah,
You get
and
to
then have
pair,
Trae.
You could pair Trae Young with Bilal Coulibaly, Keyshawn George, and a couple of other young guys who I'm drawing a blank on. You get to keep Corey Kispert, who shoots the ball. You get Luke Kennard, who can run backup point. And if you're the Hawks, you get
The worst pick in the draft.
like the worst pick in the draft.
Probably
Dead
have to
space.
retain some of Trae Young's salary too, right?
No, sorry. Trae Young's salary is what the Hawks basically get to offload. So the Hawks will clear up a max spot.
Okay.
Yeah, so I misspoke there. But the Hawks will get expiring salary, so the Hawks will be able to go big game hunting and rebuild, and you get a first-round pick, and you don't have to pay Trae Young. maybe they're trying to sign like a Giannis type in free agency. I don't know the free agent class off the top of my head. If I'm the Wizards, I do this immediately.
Yeah,
There's
I would have said, like I said, I would have
yesterday.
said, as soon as he said it on the phone, I would have said yes.
right. You compare him with Alex Sarr. That's the other guy I was thinking of. So we all say that yes. I think the real trade is going to look a little bit more complex than that. This feels too simplistic. Unless the Hawks are saying, "Fuck it, we'll just, set
He
fire
wants to
to what we've
leave.
done so far."
He wants to leave. Let's get rid of him.
Yeah. We don't have to go through all of that. That's what it was. There was.
I bet that trade was crazy.
Anthony Davis is a free agent.
Crazy.
Anthony
That was
Davis
one
is a
you
free
drew up.
agent. That's what fucking their big game would be. Trade 2, Trae Young to the Clippers, which will not save their season, but
Yeah, that seems
kind
like
of intrigues me.
That would
The
just
I almost
Hawks-
like
Trae Young.
Washington more than I do the Clippers.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Washington is so. This trade is the Clippers getting only Trae Young. That is all you get. And the Hawks get back John Collins, who spent like 5 years of his career there, Bogdan Bogdanovic, who has played there before, and Brook Lopez, who is like 38.
All these guys are old, right? Isn't John Collins pretty old too?
John Collins is like
I
around
thinking of the right
30.
guy? Yeah.
He's just been in the league a while. Bogdan and Brook are older.
Definitely over 35.
Brook is 38. I think Bogdan's 36.
Yeah.
So it is definitely the Hawks taking on money that is going to disappear after a year or so, and the Clippers get like a point guard for when Harden is on the bench or playing off James Harden. This just feels bad.
Yeah, that's
Like, if you're the Clippers, I get it. You don't have shit going on for you, but your lineup then becomes Trae Young, who can't guard, James Harden, who can't guard, Kawhi Leonard, who's the only person on that floor who can guard, and then like Ivica Zubac and whoever your four slot is. Like,
no,
that
that's
just,
the I hate
that just
that
guarantees OKC gets the first pick, I think.
Yeah,
That's
you
basically what
essentially
this
lock
does.
it in at that point. Oh, but we
Yeah,
got
no,
Trae
that's-
Young.
Yeah.
The argument
Look,
I've seen is like,
we'll
we're
sell
just-
jerseys.
this trade sets the Clippers up for the future when all those older free. That's fine. That just means the OKC gets the first overall pick.
Yeah, you're just handing it to them at that point.
Yeah.
So we all agree pretty unanimously. I would not do it if I was.
No.
If I was
No.
like, honestly, I wouldn't do it if I'm the Hawks. Like, at this point, I'd rather just
Yeah,
trade
no.
Trae Young.
Yeah, I would rather just risk it. With
I'd
him
make
at that
him
point.
play.
Trade 3, which is personally my favorite because it's the only 3-team trade, and you guys know how I like
Yeah,
fucking with stuff.
you're
Yeah.
insane.
These are also
I think that's
not
why
my
you do
trades.
a 6-team trade.
This is from CBS Sports. These are not my concoctions. My concoctions would be way worse.
Yeah. It's an 8-team trade.
It's an 8-team
the
trade.
Grizzlies get rid of everyone.
32 picks get traded,
and
and
Golden
also
State somehow has 7 first-round picks.
Golden State is just in there collecting picks. I don't know how. Also, the Cincinnati Bengals are involved, and Joe Burrow's going to Detroit.
Yeah. And we get to keep Steph. Somehow. I don't know how this happened.
So trade 3, Trae Young to the Raptors, which I
I
at
like
face
that.
value I don't hate. Right, the Hawks will get Emmanuel Quickley, Ochai Agbaji, and Garrett Temple. The
It's only one
prize of
starter you're losing, really.
yeah, the prize of this, if you're the Hawks, is Emmanuel Quickley. The other guys are role players, rotation guys. And you're not really trying to free up cap space. You're kind of trying to retool around Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels and so on and so forth. Raptors here, which is the funny part, get Trae Young, obviously, Kyle Kuzma, which makes me excited,
Yeah, I like that.
and the 2026 first round swap rights with the Bucks. So the Raptors would get the better of the Bucks or Raptors pick.
Okay.
So
and
great
then the
trade
Bucks-
for the Raptors.
Yeah.
The Bucks
that's
get
already-
RJ Barrett in that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I-
have to. I think. I would assume you
To make
have
contracts
clear
work, you
somebody.
have to, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this one.
This
If
might
you're
be
the
my-
Raptors, yes.
I don't know though, man, because you're getting rid of Trae Young for two really good young guys in Emmanuel Quickley. And I don't know if they're really investing a lot of stock in RJ Barrett anymore. But I mean, you're also third, right? Or not? Sorry, you're fourth in the East. Why change anything up? Maybe that's just like the hockey guy
Trae
in me.
Young certainly raises their offensive floor.
Breaking news: the Atlanta Hawks are trading 4-time NBA All-Star Trae Young to the Washington Wizards for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert.
Holy fuck!
That happened 5 minutes
that
ago.
happened-
Don't need to
yeah.
do this anymore.
Sick. We can move on to what I actually care about.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
okay. Well, let's break it down right now.
Yeah, let
Atlanta
me pull it up
Hawks.
real quick, and let's
Yeah.
go ahead and
I don't see any
Hawks.
picks included. I guess it
No.
doesn't say.
Atlanta Hawks at face value right now traded Trae Young for C.J. McCollum, who's expiring, and Corey Kispert, who's a good role-playing shooter.
Mason, where are you
Wow.
seeing this, man?
Shams also tweeted it out.
Wow.
yeah,
So
Sean
yeah,
Seager.
the Hawks just got fleeced. Unless I can't see the full detail. Maybe there's a pick exchange in there, and it's just
Unless
telling
you
the player,
really don't think Trae Young is tenable,
or he
Yes.
really just hates the situation now. And it was like, once he was like willing to go, it was like, I'm willing to go. Like, it doesn't matter.
yeah. So C.J. McCollum has a $30 million expiring deal, and moving Trae Young gives Atlanta cap space in the offseason to target Anthony Davis.
I
I'm
like
still
this.
not seeing this trade. Am I
This
crazy?
person's comment, 2K wouldn't even accept this.
No, I get it in the sense that
Go on
if the
sleeper.
Hawks are going big game hunting. I don't know if you got enough back for Trae Young.
No, you didn't really get anything. I mean, like I said, I sometimes these apps won't tell you pick swaps before they've happened,
Right.
or like if there was any
Well,
picks
I'm
involved.
reading off of Shams' actual breaking news tweet, and he usually keeps that. So, Trae Young is going to slot in next to. Oh, this is just
Yep, there it is. There it is.
this is a depressing roster. Trae Young, Chris Middleton, Alex Sarr, Marvin Bagley, Bilal Coulibaly, Keyshawn George, AJ Johnson. That's
They must have
awesome.
been listening to us.
Yeah,
Dude,
what the hell?
this,
They were just
they
waiting on
heard
us.
they heard us go. We like the Washington trade, and they went sick.
Got it.
I was immediately proven wrong by saying the trade would be more complex. It was actually less.
Yeah,
Wait,
this is
wait,
basically
This
nothing.
is pretty easy.
I'll give you 3 McDoubles for a 10-piece chicken McNugget. Is
Bro,
what
I'll
they
give you
just did.
4 quarters for $1. That sounds like a good trade.
Yeah.
Dang,
All
man,
right,
this
man.
is happening fast, man. I can't even. Wow, dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe it happened as we were literally talking about it.
That's
Not
why
like
we
it was
should
on the
is
list.
live stream these shows. I
Is
think.
this the first time we've had breaking news actually
Yeah.
interrupt the pod?
I think so. Yeah. That's
Awesome.
Literally, while we were talking about the
we should do
exact
live
thing.
streams. I'm gonna be honest.
Live streams would go crazy.
Live streams would be fun.
That's fine. I'll blitz through the last piece of this then.
Wow, I cannot believe that. We were just talking about how good of a trade that would be.
Yeah. ESPN today released their updated power rankings. I'm just going to go through kind of a brief view of the top 5. At number 1, OKC. No change. They're now 30-7. I don't think the dream of breaking the
yeah,
wins
I
record
think
is
that is done.
Yeah. In a bit of a skid, they're 6-6 in their last 12. 3 of them thanks to the Spurs. 1 of them thanks to the Suns and Devin Booker hitting a buzzer beater. But inevitable, like defending champs on a tear. Sure. Next season is when they get real expensive. Chet and Jalen Williams will go from making a combined $20 million this year to $83 million next year.
Jesus.
So
Damn.
that team's going to get real expensive, and that dynasty we are all kind of fearing is going to get less tenable because, God, it'll be expensive. Number 2, everybody predicted this one, the Detroit Pistons.
As we all expected. Yes.
As we all predicted, actually. The Pistons beat the shit out of the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. They look like a really complete team. Nobody can shoot. There is not a single person on that team who is worth a damn as a shooter except Duncan Robinson, who is a white guy, and that's all he does.
Hey, that's all we're good for.
I would say at this trade deadline, I wouldn't be shocked if they pick up a shooter because they need it. They need it so badly. But in spite of that, they're like number 2 in defense and number 9 in offense. Like insane, great rebuild, kind of a blueprint. Number 3, San Antonio Spurs. They've dropped because Wemby is injured again. It makes me nervous. I don't know if he's ever going to win any awards simply because he may not play enough games, like we talked about last episode.
Could he be the difference maker, though, that changes the rule back? As we were talking about last episode.
Yeah, if not Jokic, certainly Wemby, I think. Mm-hmm. Nobody likes the 65 games anyways, and Wemby, it's like day-to-day knee soreness, hamstring tightness, nothing serious, but he is quite literally the most valuable player in the league, and you do not risk him. So we'll see. They go as far as he goes. Number 4, I will give you guys no money, but lots of compliments if you can guess who's number 4 on the power rankings.
Memphis Grizzlies.
No, that's way too easy.
Is it the Lakers?
Number 4?
Not the Lakers.
I'm gonna say. Wait, hold on. Let me,
sorry,
wait.
I'm not gonna.
I gotta find. I'm gonna say Golden State Warriors.
No, that's way too easy. Also, Brett, the Memphis Grizzlies are 22nd.
Oh, great!
This
Yeah,
power ranking.
that's
So,
what we'd love to see.
not the bottom.
It's a win for us, man.
I'll tell you this: number 5, when we get to them, is the Houston Rockets. So number 4, as again we all would have expected, the
Suns.
Jason Tatumless Boston Celtics.
Interesting.
Wow.
Who is maybe going to return this season?
That's so crazy, man. These Achilles injuries are just like, it feels like they're just way too serious to be like trying to hit at something like that.
How'd you get so loud? What the hell?
He got
I
real
get very
pushy.
passionate about.
No, your mic turned. You sort of blowing up my mic. I could feel my headphones shaking.
I get really passionate about this.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So Boston Celtics, 23-12. Jaylen Brown is going to make an All-NBA team. Jason Tatum may come back this season. And right now, they are poised to be like the 3rd seed in the East, meaning they'd have home court advantage in the playoffs. And can you guys, I follow them. Can you guys name 3 players who aren't Jaylen Brown on that roster?
Peyton Pritchard.
Fast PP, yep.
Devin who's the White? Is it Devin White? It's not Devin White. Is
Derek
it?
White.
Derek
I'll give
White.
you credit.
Sorry.
Marcus Smart.
Nope, not anymore.
Okay.
They obviously don't have Porzingis anymore. He's a Hawk,
not
right?
Tingus, yeah.
Tingus.
Yeah, that's what I thought. After those guys, it gets real bleak. They are doing this on the backs of Portland legend Anthony Simons, Jaylen Brown,
What about
Peyton
Baylor
Pritchard,
Shireman, dude? Creighton
Baylor
legend,
Shireman. Neemias Queta, Hugo Chavez, guys that
Whoa,
Jordan
Chavez is awesome.
Hugo Chavez is awesome. Sorry, Hugo Gonzalez.
Oh,
not
I
Hugo
was going to
Chavez.
say
I was
Chavez
gonna
is so
say-
awesome.
Thank you
Yeah, I was
guys for
gonna say-
pointing that out. No, Hugo Gonzalez, my deepest
I think with a
followers.
Hugo Chavez jersey, if that's a
And then Jordan Walsh. They are guarding out their ass. They are managing to make it work. It's awesome.
I had a jump scare. I thought it said Harper Jr. from Rutgers. I thought it was Dylan Harper from the Spurs, and I was like, when did I not know about this trade? But different Harper, so my apologies.
And then 5, your Houston Rockets, 22-11. They are on paper better than this. I think Mason, you'd agree. They've dropped some games they should have closed out.
Yeah.
And Mason, let me know if you disagree. They've kind of handled Van Vliet's absence about as well as you could expect.
Yeah. I honestly I was hoping for some sort of trade. I know the cap space thing, it kind of just nullifies trading for anyone worth a shit. But I did see somewhere in there that there might have been a trade. I mean, I guess it's not dead yet. But I don't think if they haven't done it yet, I don't think they'll do it. Because you're waiting too many games now to do anything. But yeah, no, I think they've handled it well. I think Amen Thompson and Reed Shepherd have kind of. I think it's important developmentally for these
100%.
guys to be being handled like they're being handled instead of just being replaced. It's like, hey guys, now we're gonna rely on you that way because one day we're not gonna have Fred VanVleet, but we're gonna still have you guys. So I do think developmentally this is important for them. and to still come away with games without a. And I'm not calling Reed Shepherd or Amen Thompson unserious point guards. I think as of right now, I don't think they would be. If they were on a shit team, I think the team would be shit. But the way that they're developing, I think is important in the long run, and I would sacrifice this year winning a championship for great development into star players.
Yeah, Amen Thompson on a 3-game streak of 20 points.
Yeah.
So he's coming to
he just looks great. I mean,
he looks good.
First of all, that game winner the other night, Kevin Durant only hitting 2 3-pointers the entire game, but the second one being the game winner. I mean, that's just how it's like that fucking Martin Scorsese, Absolute Cinema. I mean, that is just how you want him to perform. I love this team. Like I said, I haven't been really able to sit down and watch a lot of the games because it's maybe bleep this word, illegal streams or nothing, and to find an illegal stream that is playing the Rockets and I don't have to sit there and watch half of it stuttering. I just haven't been able to. Yeah. I'm in public and I click on the link and it's like, oh, Grits is
other notable things from the power rankings. We'll blitz through them. Lakers at 9. They still can't guard a damn. Rumors about them pursuing a Klay Thompson or Andrew Wiggins to fill out their defense.
It doesn't move me. Like
no,
it just doesn't. Yeah,
is there anyone the Lakers could add that would move you? Either of you, like, you know, aside from like, hey, we added Nikola Jokic, like,
Trae Young. Yeah, I guess that would have been like as far as like people like who were, you know, apparently available. I think Trae Young would have been interesting, but I mean. That's
if they're not going to play defense, just add James Harden. Go get him. Go save him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just go to 10 toes deep, man, and like the not playing defense.
Yeah,
they've tried that. They're doing that right now.
Yeah.
Number 10, Phoenix Suns. This is only important because Matt Ishbia, the GM, has said that Dylan Brooks is untouchable. De facto,
which sucks.
Interesting, man.
He said Dylan Brooks is vital and will not be moved.
I wish the Houston Rockets would have said the same thing.
Which is awesome.
Because I still to this day miss him. I was seeing all these things on Twitter of him when they played the Rockets, and it was sad. I know he wasn't here that long. His stint wasn't anything wasn't crazy, but still, it was he changed. He made me want to watch him again because I watched during the James Harden, and then after that it was nothing.
Dylan Brooks. One of the most effective isolation scorers in the league this season. I just want to put that out there. He for every like ISO, he's averaging like 1.2 points per isolation, which is up there with like Kevin Durant in terms of efficiency. Other news, 76ers 6th in the East. Their rookie trio is awesome, and Embiid finally looks a little bit like himself. My pick to come out of the East, Cleveland Cavaliers, are sitting at 15th in the power rankings.
Oh, yay.
That was a bad one. Right behind him is my Golden State Warriors. We still have Jonathan Kuminga, which is a thing that every Warriors fan is happy about and not at all upset with. I saw a report that said something along the lines of like the Bulls and Kings and Jazz were all interested, which would bring up the total number of teams I've seen named by name interested in Kuminga to 9, meaning a third of the league is apparently interested in him, and yet we still have no trade for him.
And we have no plan.
Yeah, he pisses me off. Memphis Grizzlies sitting at 22. I only bring this up, Brett. Do you have any comment on your feelings about the future of this team? And this is going to be salt in the wound. There's no way to avoid it. Losers of 6 of the past 9. Ja Morant played 4 games after coming off of injury and then suffered a bruised right calf on Sunday. Zach Edey's been out for 12 games. Like, what is the direction here?
So actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because it reminded me of this graph that I took a picture of, and I'm going to read it to you. So this is the worst 5-man starting lineups with 150 possessions, and you're going to have to help me with some of these advanced stats. I don't know what net RTG plus possession is. It's
net rating.
Net rating. Okay, sorry. So it's just basically their plus minus. The third worst starting lineup in the league is the Memphis Grizzlies. But what brought this graph to my attention, what I wanted to bring light to it is that, you know, and this is all based on what I saw on Reddit, so please take it with a grain. They said when you replace Ja and Jaren in the lineup with, I guess, Cam Spencer and Zach Edey or whoever, Cedric Howard, whoever you plug into that one at point guard, it immediately becomes like a top 10 starting lineup. So
interesting.
Yeah, like I said, that's all. Take it with a grain. I'll have to do a little more research on that. But yeah, like you said, that was very interesting to me. And I did not like reading that or seeing that when your two best players. You know, when you're supposed to be your two best fucking
when
players.
You take out your two best players, you're actually really good. Have you guys thought about doing that more?
Yeah.
And I actually kind of thought about the other day how sad it is that like I have to look forward to watching Cam Spencer play basketball. Not that
the White Mamba, right?
Look, I love Cam Spencer. That being said, but that's our most exciting player right now. Mayonnaise Mamba, like it's just.
Hey, Mayo Mamba goes.
Wait,
crazy.
is that the signed hockey card behind you?
The what? Sorry. Yeah, I did. I picked that up a couple weeks ago. My big ass head's been blocking it. Nice. Chris Pronger card from Mason for Christmas. All right, we've been going a long time, so if we got anything else, let's save it because I'm hot as fuck in this.
You can wrap this. Nothing else on the power rankings matters.
I think. Wait, hold on. One more thing.
That sounds like something
very random. I think UFC returns next weekend on Paramount. So if you guys are
might actually have to make the purchase for a Paramount subscription.
It's only $59 for the entire year, and you get all the UFC fights.
That's actually a good deal. It's a great deal.
Yeah, you get them all. There's no paywall. I did see. I haven't looked at it yet, just because I've been out of the UFC game for at least a month. You do have to pay for previous fights, but majority of people coming into it don't really give a shit unless you find a fighter that you really like. I think it's like $1.90 to watch an old fight.
Whatever. Then it's a good card. It's probably worth rewatching it.
Yeah. No. You gotta watch all the cards. All the cards from now forward. I'm talking about like if you want to watch all John Jones' old fights. Right? If you want to watch all of John Jones' old fights, you have to pay $1 per fight or whatever.
Interesting.
But all the cards from here at 4th will be free forever. Which is crazy.
That's good business by them. That's great business by them.
I would recommend, if you guys are not UFC fans, anyone listening, you two especially, if you are not into it, get into it because
now's the time.
It's now as free as it'll ever be. And these fight cards for the first for the first 3 months, every fight card's a fucking banger.
As they should do with their first few months on Paramount, really trying to get this program off the ground.
And we still apparently get the White House fight card, which that has yet to be announced. Has yet to.
Wait. That's so crazy, man.
If the White House fight card actually happens, which I'm losing confidence by the day because I feel like they would have at least given a teaser for it or made one announcement.
Early. That's not till July, right?
Yeah. But they make fight announcements 5 months in advance sometimes.
So
6 months.
You think it could not be happening? Is that why?
I think I'm a little worried. I think they would.
I thought it was kind of weird to begin with, anyways. It's not anything politics. It's not anything of who's in, who's out. I just think when it's a highly secure government property. It seems very weird that they would just
they'll shoot you for trying to access it without authorization.
And then they're gonna put a UFC fight on the lawn.
As long as they
weird to me. If it works out, great. But
as long as it's the best UFC fight I've ever seen, do it every year. I'll look forward to UFC White House 2.
White House 2. All right, 4th of Forever. Thank you guys for again sticking with us through the bad bracket breakdown the last episode. We adjusted it this week. I think the picks are a lot better. I think the conversation flew a lot better now that we had time to digest these matchups. So I'm really excited to see this weekend. Nice catch, nice throw.
Thanks.
Like I said, I'm really excited about this weekend. So we will see when we see you guys next week. We'll have second round matchups for you, and we will have Ben on next week. I wanted to wait till the Broncos had a matchup that we could talk about. So Ben will be on next week to talk Broncos.
Oh God,
I really hope the Texans win.
I'm just gonna put tape over my mouth because if the Texans are there,
just text me. I'll say I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Forever, like, subscribe. Thank you very much. I'm gonna hit the toilet now. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.